Hey folks, it's me, Michael Bach, and this is Monday Morning Musings. Happy Monday. I hope this finds you well, safe, and healthy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. Please do remember to subscribe by clicking on the link to find out whenever I post a video, which is traditionally on Mondays, hence the name Monday Morning Musings. Sometimes Tuesdays, sometimes I forget altogether. I want to talk about an article I saw in the Globe and Mail late last week, and I'll post a link down below. And it is the story of an Ontario Baptist minister who was fired from her job for coming out as trans. As the story goes, Reverend Junia Joplin, and I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, she originally presented as male when she took the job in 2014 at Lorne Park Baptist Church. And she came out as trans in a live stream sermon June of 2020, so last year. And you can read through the story how they went about this process of getting rid of her. And I have many problems with this. I mean, aside from the court case, so in my opinion, this is an open and shut case. She was discriminated against because of her gender identity, which is covered under the Canadian Human Rights Act. It's covered under the Ontario Human Rights Act. It's covered under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. This is an open and shut case. Arguably, Reverend Joplin was trans when she took the job. She was just presenting as male, but she identifies as female and has made that switch. It's also interesting to note that in her work life in the church, she created a space where other LGBTQ2 plus people were welcome with the congregation's permission. So they had to know that that was part of it. Aside from the legal argument, there is literally nothing in the Bible that speaks about gender identity. Not a word. And yet, the congregation put her through some what sound like pretty horrible interviews, asking very personal questions. And in the end, they were asked if she should keep her job, be put on an 18-month, which was a permanent role, put in an 18-month contract or fired, and whether or not the decision was on religious grounds. And apparently 111 people participated in the interviews. 111 voters opted to end her employment. Of those, 50 said it was fully or in part owing to religious beliefs. Now, this has lawyer stink all over it, that they are trying to skirt the Human Rights Act and the Charter of Rights and Freedoms by saying that it's on religious grounds. Well, if that's the case, then in doctrine, you should have to show where gender identity goes against your religious beliefs. And there is nothing in the Bible, the instruction manual of Christianity, that says that gender identity is against God's will. I'm not a religious man. People know me, know I'm a Buddhist, but I was raised Presbyterian. And I heard something said once that really spoke to me, and that is that God doesn't make mistakes. If there is a God in heaven, they don't make mistakes. Reverend Joplin is exactly who she's meant to be. And if the parishioners of the Lorne Park Baptist Church and the Baptist Church of Canada have the love of God in their hearts, then they will accept her exactly as who she is. She's suing them for $200,000. Frankly, I think that is a very small amount. I think she should be suing them for 10 times that. Because what they've done is ruined her career, but also taken a piece of her emotionally, mentally. And that is not a Christian value. Something to think about. Check out the article in the Globe and Mail. It's a good read, and I think it'd be very informative for people who are looking to learn more about LGBTQ2+ inclusion. That's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe, like the video, and share it on your social media platforms. Make sure everyone knows about the ramblings of this madman. Also, if you haven't done so, connect with me on social media. I am at the Michael Bach on all the social media platforms, provided I'm on them. I'm not on the TikTok. I can't do it. I can't. Also, if you haven't done so, check out my book, Birds of All Feathers, Doing Diversity Inclusion Right, the best-selling, award-winning book. Available wherever you buy books, as long as they're selling mine. Or you can go to michaelbach.com and click on the books to find out where you can get your copy. Last but not least, go to AlphabetSoup.LGBT to learn more about my new book, Alphabet Soup. This is a mouthful. Alphabet Soup, the essential guide to LGBTQ2+ inclusion at work. Say that 10 times fast. Say it once fast. Coming out March 29th, 2022. Lots more exciting stuff. Go to AlphabetSoup.LGBT, sign up for my mailing list. We've got a whole slew of stuff that we're going to be coming out with. Very exciting stuff. So check it out. That's it. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you next week for another episode of Monday Morning Musings. Bye.